Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
How are you today?
Very
Okay, I'm glad to know that. All right. So in today's session, we will practice different conversations using the expression would like and also using the object pronoun. Okay. So let me share my screen and we can begin. Okay. So in the first conversation, we will practice, as you can see the information here, the structure for would like, the one that we were checking on Friday, okay? So we are going to start with this one. Let me see. Maria Navarrete and Miguel Ángel. Can you help me with this conversation, please?
okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher. ¿Quién comienza?
You.
Okay. Would you like to do in the future?
I'd like to be a chef. I would like to have my own restaurant.
How food would you like to cook?
I'd like to cook great food.
Oh, if you do that, I like to serve.
It's like that.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Now let's check another conversation, practicing the same structure. Let me see. Can you help me with this one? Danny and Carla?
Okay.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
Conectar.
Oh, okay. Can you help me with the conversation, Carla? Okay.
And woman. Oh,
Yes,
all.
you are the woman. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Carla, where would you like to live in the future?
I like to live in the countryside.
What would you do?
It have a farm.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I like to own my own food.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, let's review the information, okay? As you can see in this part, again, we are practicing the structures for would like, okay? In this case, we are practicing the would like with to. So as you can see in the questions, we are using that expression, okay? Would like. What would you like? I have the verb and my complement, okay? In the answers, I also use the expression like that, but I am using contractions. As you can see, we are working with contractions also. In the questions again, I am using would like to. Okay, so we are following this structure. Okay. If we move along to the second conversation, we are going to see exactly the same. In this case, more questions we would like to, and I am using contractions for the answers, okay? So, questions about the structure we would like to before we continue?
No, teacher.
No, okay, nice. Because now we are going to try to create a conversation, okay? We are going to ask some questions that are related about the future. So you can ask questions like, where would you like to live in the future? One question. What would you like to do in the future? Okay, so try to ask questions related to that, but specifically about the future. So you are going
Durmiendo
your
a las 8. Sí.
Sorry?
Sí. No, a las 9 no estoy durmiendo, ajá. Ay, no.
When you are speaking with someone else, make sure to turn off the microphone. Okay? Remember that we can listen to your conversation. Okay, so as I was explaining, we are going to try to ask as many questions as possible, but try to use the would like to ask the questions and to answer, okay? So let's try with number 1. Okay, let me see. Somebody, okay, David Hernandez, can you ask one question to Kaylin, please?
Okay. What would you like to do in the future?
Kaylin, what is your answer? Okay, maybe she's not ready. Let me see. Maria Navarrete, can you answer the question, please? Oh, she left. Okay. Marina, can you answer the question, please? Okay, maybe not. Let me see. Miguel Angel, can you answer the question, please?
Okay. What would you like to cook dinner?
No. The answer. I'm sorry. David already made the question, so you have to answer.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question, David, please?
What would you like to do in the future?
Uh, I like to bilingual.
Bilingual, nice. Okay, excellent. Now, Miguel, you ask one question to Dan.
What would you like to weekend
To do?
to 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 do weekend?
I would like to play soccer.
Okay, nice. Now,
Okay.
Dan. Okay, thank you very much. Ask one question to Ingrid.
Okay, Ingrid, what would you like to eat on Saturday?
Ay, ¿qué digo? Ando perdida ahora.
We are talking about food, okay? So can you repeat the question again, please?
I want to um, de comida.
Huh?
So,
I would like to.
I quite like to.
Eat soup.
So,
Okay, good. Now, Ingrid, can you ask a question, please, to Maria Rivera? One question.
la pregunta es,
Ask a question.
What word
No escucho.
Can you repeat the
Wow.
question, please? Again, what would you like to?
what ay, estoy súper perdida. Soy bien distraída, es por eso.
Okay, don't worry. Thank you, Ingrid. Okay, let me see. So, Miguel Ángel, can you ask one question to Maria Rivera, please?
What would you like to Monday?
I like to gym.
To go to the
Okay.
gym?
To go to the gym.
Ah, okay, excellent. Very
Okay.
good. Thank you, Miguel. Okay, Maria, can you ask one question to Marina, please? Maria Rivera.
What would you like to Saturday?
To do?
I like to visit my family.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Marina. Excellent. Let's continue. Can you ask a question to René, please?
Yo hago la pregunta, teacher.
No, Marina will ask you a question.
Okay.
What would you like to on Monday?
To do?
I like to visit my parents.
Okay, excellent. All right. Thank you very much. René, ask a question to Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, what would you like to Friday?
To do?
What like to and Friday?
Okay, Jacqueline.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
It's like to mm, I like to movie,
Watch a movie.
watch a movie.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Jacqueline. Can you ask a question to, let me see, Kaylin, please? Jacqueline, can you ask? Huh?
What would you like to Monday?
Kaylin, are you available? Okay, maybe she is not in the class. Let me see. Ask the question to Carla. Okay, maybe not. All right. So very good practice, everybody. We are going to continue, okay? Now, in this part, I just want to share with you some extra information, okay? Remember that when we make the questions, we can ask about different things, okay? I use the word what just to give you an example for the question. But remember that you can also create questions with where, when, why. There are different other questions that you can ask. For example, why would you like to eat a pizza, for example? Or when would you like to go to the cinema? Or where would you like to eat? Okay, so we can ask different questions. Also, another thing, remember that according to the structure, after the to, we need to use the verb. You are not using the verb. And the verb is important because this is not the verb, okay? So keep that in mind. After to, we always need the verb. For example, what would you like to do? That is my verb, okay? So this is important. So you cannot forget the verb, all right? Questions again about the structure before we continue?
No, teacher.
No, okay. So let's do something quickly just to keep in mind because tomorrow we continue with a different topic. Okay. So let's think about the affirmative sentence, okay? Oops. Let me change the color. Okay, let's think about the affirmative sentence. What is the structure to make an affirmative sentence? With would like. What is the first thing that I need?
Subject.
The subject. Excellent. After the subject, what do I need?
Auxiliary.
Okay, in this case, we use the auxiliary. What is the auxiliary in this case?
Would like.
Would like. Excellent. And after like, what do I use?
Verb.
Okay, you can use a verb in another structure. And after the verb,
Complement.
Copy.
complement. Okay, but remember that we are working also with the to. So after the would like, we use the to and then the verb. Okay, so for example, can you give me one example for this structure, please, Miguel Ángel?
Repeat, please, teacher.
Can you give me an example with this structure, please? Affirmative structure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Would you like to visit your parents?
Okay, this is a sentence, so we are going to say you would like to visit. Okay, excellent. Very good. As you can see, we have the subject. In this case, this is a modal. This is not an auxiliary. Then we have the to, the verb, and the complement. Excellent. Okay, so this is how we do it. Let's continue. Now let's try to create a sentence with a negative information, okay? What is the structure that I follow?
Okay.
Uh-huh. What is the first thing that I need
Would.
for the negative?
Subject plus
Subject.
would
Mm-hmm. Would.
plus
And
not.
after would?
Not.
Excellent. Then
Like to.
like to. And after to?
Verb plus complement.
Perfect. Okay, so we get the structure. Okay, Renee, can you give me a negative example, please?
Um, I would not like to eat pasta.
Excellent. Okay, so we are following the structure in this case. Excellent job. Okay, let's continue. What about if I want to make a yes, no question? What is the structure that I need to follow? What is the first thing? What is the first thing that we do? Look at the
WH question.
structure.
WH question.
But this is just no question. Here we do not use WH
Okay.
question.
Yes, yes. The first would
I say would.
plus subject.
Excellent.
Like
Nice.
plus to.
Mm-hmm.
Verb and question mark.
The complement and the question.
And question mark. Yes.
Excellent. Now, can you give me an example of a question? Let me see. Maria Navarrete.
Would she like to run in the morning?
Okay, excellent. Very good example. Okay, very nice. So let's keep then the structures in mind so we can keep working with the like. Okay, would like. Very good. Again, before we continue, questions about the structures or is it clear?
No question, teacher. It's clear.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to clear this so we can move along to another. Okay, so as you can see in this part, we have also the structure for the WH question. This is a WH question and we know it because they are using what, okay? That is a WH question, okay? So if you do not have this, it's not a WH question, okay? So the structure is exactly the same. Would, subject, like to, the verb, and the come, okay? Now that we have checked this information, we can continue. That was just a review. Okay, so now we are going to practice how to talk about other people, okay? So I want you to think about a sentence, but now Do not talk about yourself. Talk about someone else. Talk about a man or talk about a girl. Okay, so you can say Maria would like to, and tell me a sentence. Or Patricio would like to. So we can talk about other people, not I. Okay, tell me about someone else. So let's begin with, let me see. Okay, Jen, give me an example of a sentence with someone else.
Hi.
Hi. Can you give me an example of someone else, please?
Um, she would like to um I don't understand it. The be base form.
The verb.
It,
That is the verb.
it's verb. Okay. He would like travel to Korea.
Okay, nice. Let's continue. Renee, can you give me an example here? It can be he or she.
He he will he will to watch TV.
Excellent. Very good. Oli, can you give me an example?
Elena would like to drink tea.
Okay, nice. Let's continue. Danny, can you give me an example?
Jose, would you like to play video games at night?
Okay, good. David Hernandez?
He would like to be in a famous soccer team.
Awesome. The person in Galaxy 11? Okay, maybe not. Jacqueline Benitez?
She would like to student English.
Okay, good. Let's continue. Miguel Ángel.
Okay, would you like to cook
Awesome.
every day?
Very good. Marina?
She would like to go to shopping.
Okay, good. María Rivera?
Peter would like to walk in the park.
Nice, you got it. Let's continue. Carla?
She would like to take the medicine.
Okay, nice. Kaylin?
She would like to drink coffee.
Awesome. And the last one, María Navarrete?
She would like to swimming in the afternoon.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so now that we're finished with this, let's continue. Okay, here we have another example of a conversation, but now this conversation is about the objects, okay? The objects of the sentence. So let's practice first. Let me see. Rene, you are the man, and Kaylin, you are the woman in the conversation. Go ahead.
Okay. Who is your best friend?
My best friend is Sue.
Do you talk to her every day?
Yes, I see her at school. Always make her for lunch.
Why do you like her?
Who do you like her?
You have to answer. She is nice.
Sí, perdón. He is nice and fun. She make it my love.
Okay, thank you very much. And let's check another conversation example for this structure. So in this conversation, Miguel Angel, you are the man, and Jacqueline, you are the woman.
Okay, teacher. Who is your teacher?
My teacher is Wilson. I like him a lot.
Why do you like him?
Well, he is nice and they always help me with my homework.
Tom's nice.
He is where I love him.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's check some information for these structures that we have here, okay? At the beginning, I'm just asking a question about the best friend. When the person answers me, she tells me that the name of the best friend is Sue. So I know that Sue, it's a girl, okay? So that is why in the next question, I am using her because here is about Sue. And as you can see in the rest of the conversation, I do not mention the name again. I only use the object pronoun, okay? Because in that way it's easier. The information is easier to talk, okay? Now, in the other conversation, it's exactly the same. As you can see at the beginning, we are talking about the teacher. Then the person tells me that is Mr. Wilson, and I know that Mr. is for man. So now the next of the information is going to be with him, okay? Because I'm talking about Mr. Will. So I do not have to repeat the name again. In this case, me is not about Mr. Wilson. Me is about myself, my person, okay? So this is just to keep in mind how we use the object pronouns in the middle of the sentence, okay? So now, before we begin, we are going to be practicing some questions. Questions related to people that you know, okay? So I'm going to ask you a few questions. So you try to answer the best that you can. Remember that we try to use this specific structure. Subject, verb, object, and complement. Okay, that is the structure that we try to follow. I'm going to give you an example here. So subject, verb, object, and complement. Okay, one example could be all right. As you can see in this example, I have the subject, the verb, the object, and my complement. Another example that I can give. Okay, in this sentence, again, I have the subject, the verb, and my object. So we try to create sentences using objects, okay? So let's see how we do on this one. Can you help me with an example, Danny?
Uh, she loves him so much.
Okay, very good. What about you, David?
I'm the teacher. I can understand.
Okay, we are making sentences with objects, object pronouns.
Can be any people.
Yeah, anybody.
Okay. Um. I was. He was a nice rapper.
Ah, okay, but in that sentence, you are not using an object. Remember that the object is the word that comes right after the verb. Okay, for example, in this case, I like her. I'm talking about a girl. So this is my object. He buys her flowers is again my object. Mhm.
Yeah, I said I like him.
Oh, I like him. Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Nice. Sorry, I didn't listen. Okay, let's continue. Let me see. Jacqueline, can you give me an example, please?
No, teacher.
No? Okay. Carla? Okay, maybe not. Kaylin, can you give me an example?
I like her because she is funny.
Okay, thank you. Maria Navarrete, can you give me an example?
Um, I like him because he's a good person.
Okay, nice. Marina?
I like her because she is beautiful.
Okay, nice. Maria Rivera?
No, teacher.
No, okay. Miguel Ángel.
I have him brother knife.
Okay, good. Oli.
My mom loves my brother. My mom loves him.
Okay, good. René.
I don't like her house. She is very angry.
Okay. And Jenny.
Um, um, would would it would your boys have flowers?
Okay, thank you. All right. So do you have questions about this structure? How you use the objects in the sentences? Okay, remember that if you have questions about this, it's important that you tell me so I can help you. If you don't ask me questions, I don't know if you got the information or not. But in previous classes, we already checked this information. So if you have questions about the structure or what are the objects, if you don't remember, my suggestion is check the video again so you can review more information about it. Okay, because we normally use objects all the time, but sometimes we don't notice. For example, remember that the objects normally come after the verb, okay? Just to keep in mind this information, okay? In this case, I have the verbs here, and the word that comes right after, this is an object. And we also check the object pronouns that we use. I share with you a chart that you can use to create sentences, okay? For example, they love. What do they love? Or who do they love? They love him. They love Carlos. They love Patricio. They love Alexander. But if I don't want to use the name, I use the object pronoun. The same here. I like. Who do you like? What do you like? Okay, so in this case, I like her. Okay. So I like Maria. I like Fabiola. I like Alexandra. I like Andrea. Okay, I'm talking about a girl. So this is the object of the sentence. The same here. We bake. What do you bake? I bake them. We bake them. We bake cookies. We bake, I don't know, cakes. Okay? So anything that you can bake, you can use the pronoun as well. He buys. What does he buy? He buys flowers. Okay? He buys, I don't know, shoes. Okay? So we can use many different things. Oops, sorry. In this sentence, flower is the object. This is what he buys. He buys flowers. Okay, so this is just to keep in mind the information about the objects, okay? Questions again about this before we continue? Okay, nice. No question. Let's continue then. Okay, so now that we have checked the structures again, I'm going to ask you the question. Danny, who is your best friend?
My best friend is Jose.
Okay, and why do you like him?
I like him because he's nice.
Okay, good. David, who is your best friend?
Oh, teacher, I have 3.
Oh, okay. Tell me about one.
Okay. His name is Rene
Ah,
because
okay. Uh-huh.
I like because he's very near to me.
Ah, that's great. Very nice. Let me see. Jacqueline, who is your best friend?
My best friend is Esther.
And why do you like her?
She like him is se me ha ido.
It's okay. She
Is
kind, beautiful, funny,
happy.
happy. Okay, nice. Let's continue. Jenny, who is your best friend? Okay, maybe not. Rene, who's your best friend?
My best friend is Alejandro.
Okay, and why do you like him?
I like him because happy.
He's happy. Okay, nice. Okay, let's continue. Miguel Ángel, who is your best friend?
My best friend is Jorge.
Okay.
He's a hard worker.
And where do you meet him? Did you meet him? Where did you meet him?
He is a hard worker.
Okay, but where did you meet him?
In weekend.
You meet him this weekend?
Yes.
¿Dónde lo conoció? That is
Okay.
the question. Where did you meet him?
In the work.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Marina, who's your best friend?
My best friend is Claudia.
Okay, where did you meet her?
Why her is very honesty.
My question is, where did you meet her?
I, oh,
Where did you meet her? That is the
okay.
question. Mhm.
I met him in the university.
Ah, okay, excellent. All right, let's continue. Maria Rivera, who is your best friend?
My friend is Pamela.
Where did you meet her?
Her. In the park.
Ah, okay, interesting. Let's continue. Let me see. Carla, who is your best friend?
My best friend is Emily.
Okay, and where did you meet her?
And in the university.
Okay, interesting. Kaylin, who is your best friend?
My pet is Madeline.
Okay. Where did you meet her?
Because ¿cómo era la pregunta?
Where did you meet her?
She is sister.
Okay, thank you. And Maria Navarrete, who's your best friend?
My best friend is Rosalina.
Okay, and why do you like her?
I like her. She's a good person.
Okay, very good. Let's continue then. Okay, so in order to finish, we are going to practice with this information. So give me a second. Okay, so let's listen to this information and then we're going to answer some questions.
Conversation 1.
Did you call me?
Yes, I called you. Can you help me today?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Can you take me to school?
Okay. I can pick you up at 10.
Great. See you then. Conversation 2.
Who is your best friend?
My best friend is Sue.
Do you talk to her every day?
Yes, I see her at school. I always meet her for lunch.
Oh, why do you like her?
She is nice and funny. She makes me laugh. Conversation 3.
Who is your teacher?
My teacher is Mr. Wilson. I like him a lot.
Why do you like him?
Well, he is nice and he always helps me with my homework.
He sounds nice.
He is. We all love him. Conversation 4.
Do you have my keys?
No, I put them on the table.
Great. I see them. What about my wallet?
I think you set it on the counter.
Really? I don't see it.
Well, I'll help you. One of us will find it.
Okay, let's listen once more and then we check the answers.
Conversation 1.
Did you call me?
Yes, I called you. Can you help me today?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Can you take me to school?
Okay. I can pick you up at 10.
Great. See you then.
Conversation 2.
Who is your best friend?
My best friend is Sue.
Do you talk to her every day?
Yes, I see her at school. I always meet her for lunch.
Oh, why do you like her?
She is nice and funny. She makes me laugh.
Conversation 3.
Who is your teacher?
My teacher is Mr. Wilson. I like him a lot.
Why do you like him?
Well, he is nice and he always helps me with my homework.
He sounds nice.
He is. We all love him.
Conversation 4.
Do you have my keys?
No, I put them on the table.
Great. I see them. What about my wallet?
I think you set it on the counter.
Really? I don't see it.
Well, I'll help you. One of us will find it.
Okay, so what will the man do? Take her to school or pick her up?
Pick her up.
Okay, where does she see Sue?
She sees her at school.
Okay. Who likes Mr. Wilson?
Everyone likes him.
And what did he do with his wallet?
He put it on in the counter.
All right.
And lost.
He lost it? Okay. Let's check with this one. Okay. So he lost it. That was the correct one. Okay. Very good. So that is it for today, everybody. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Sure.
Have a nice night.
So you.